Hi everybody, it's Carla, and I have an exciting video here. We're going to be going through the Let's Resin Beginners Domino Kit. Everything included that you need to make a full set of dominoes. You'll find the link for this below so that you can actually purchase this if you'd like to, and then use this video at about the 12-minute mark where we start making the dominoes from this package. I'm going to review what's in the package before we start, and then I'm going to give you lots of tips and hints for your first time domino designers or the first time you've ever used resin. I'm really excited about this, so please just hang in there and learn how to do resin, and don't be afraid. There's nothing scary about it. As a matter of fact, you are gonna love it.
Hi everybody. Well, tonight we're going to go over and I'm going to do a review on this beginner's resin domino making kit from Let's Resin. And I'm real excited about doing this. What I'm going to do first of all tonight is go over what's in this this box, this little mystery box. We're going to go over the items that are in here.
And then at about the 12-minute mark is where this is gonna start, where we start making the dominoes.
In order to get this kit exactly from Amazon. So let's see what we have in here. I have opened it. I have looked at it in all honesty. This is oh, this is what it looks like when you open it. We have our user manual. What? I'm going to move this a little bit to the side here. And I'll just take the pieces out one by one. Okay. So it's going to have your instructions on how to use the resin. I think these instructions, they could be better. Like it says, pour some amount of part A into the measuring cup. Pour the same amount of part B into the cup. So an example, if you pour 30 milliliters of part A, then you'll need 30 milliliters of part B. Stir slowly to mix them for 5 minutes until no streams are seen. All right. Okay, well that's what you do, but there's no emphasis on scraping the sides of the cups, that kind of thing. So you kind of need a seasoned resiner to walk you through your first project maybe so that you come out with a good result. Okay, so basically we're not going to go through all these right now. If you get this kit, I would suggest that you sit down and really look at them and then follow along. Very simple instructions. A little, I would say a little too simple for a beginner's kit, but you know, that's okay. Okay, so then of course you're going to get some resin. And this is a good amount of resin. This does come with 8 ounces of resin. So anyway, okay, so we have the 2 things of resin. We have some gold foil. I'm not going to open this. This is crushed up little gold foil in case you want to do your dominoes with foil. You get some of these little cups, which are stuck together. So I think there's 4 of them here. Can't tell for sure. At least 4. They're really hard to pull apart. So you get 4 little cups, and these are the ones that you're going to use to pour the resin into your domino mold. You get these 4 cups here for mixing up resin. Also, you're going to get some mica powders. Woohoo! That's pretty exciting. You can see, so there's no glare on there. Oh yeah, the black, the white, the blue, you have gold, purple, rose. You've got all the primary colors and a few more. So yeah, oh, and that white is really pretty. Very pretty. Okay, so that's really, really cool. They have really good coloring products. Let's Resin is a very good company for resiners. And you get some popsicle sticks, or if you're in Great Britain, lolly sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 6 of those. You get a little tiny set of gloves, which is fine for your first try, but if you're going to get into resin, there's lots of safety stuff you have to go through. And you get some pipettes. I'm going to open these because not everybody has experience, and that's why this is a beginner's kit. This is a pipette. You can use this to fill tiny little surface area, tiny little spaces. Oh, wait a minute. We have 4 more for a total of 10 on the sticks and a pair of tweezers. And this is what you would use to either pick up and put your gold foil in, or if you were putting little flowers, or whatever you were doing. This is going to make a lot of noise. Let me pop it over here. It's a nice sturdy bag. Okay, and so here's the Domino's mold. And I have a really bad habit of calling Domino's dice, because every time when I look at them, all I can see is like this 5 right here, and it's like dice to me, like the top of a dice. This is what it looks like. So my brain goes, oh, dice. No, dominoes. Okay, so that was really a very simple package. Not a lot to go through. Price on this is about $19 through Amazon, so shipping and everything. So I'm going to pause this right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make this using the instructions that they give. Excuse me. Sorry. And what I need to go over really quick, though, even though this is extremely important stuff, if you're going to get this kit and then you're going to make this kit follow along, please cover your work surface unless you have. Underneath my paper, I have a tile, a good sized tile. I think it's like 12 by 24, something like that. And I got that for like $5 at Home Depot. This is a great tile to use if you want to do polymer clay, and the resin, you can just scrape it right off of here. But I also like to have my brown paper that I use, just because I can put my notes on here, and also because then I can just scoop it up and it's easier to clean up. Okay, so things that will work for your surface: you can use aluminum foil, you can use parchment paper, you can use a few layers of newspaper. What works really, really good is to get one of those shower liners and then just cut a piece, the clear ones. Those are fantastic for anything to do with resin. You can use a piece to cover your whole table. You can make a little apron out of it for yourself with what's left. You get them at Dollar Tree for $1.25, and they are perfect. Okay, so you can do that, or you can have a silicone mat. That's what most everybody uses. I don't, though. I have, but I don't use that right now. Safety is mega important. A little birdie thing, and they do give you these little gloves. These are not the best gloves in the world. These might be a little frustrating. So if you're going to go to Dollar Tree while you're waiting for Amazon to deliver your kit, or you're going to go wherever, maybe you would want to pick up a little extra gloves. And yeah, because these are going to be, man, I'm not even going to use these. I mean, these are good for any size hand, obviously, but these are going to be very hard to literally use. These will work, don't get me wrong. These are good enough. But if you can, and you've got the funds, just pick yourself up some, and if you can get nitrile, that's the best. But wait until you know if you're going to want to do, if you're going to want to work on resin. Okay. You do not want to get this on your skin. You definitely don't want to get it in your eyes. So you could wear a pair of goggles. I have glasses, so I just wear my glasses. You need to mix this in a well-ventilated area. And if you don't have a well-ventilated area, you will have to invest in a respirator mask. So for your first time, just mix this up in a well-ventilated area. Make sure. See, now I have a ventilator mask, which is okay. It's hard to wear like right now when I'm trying to talk to everybody. But I got this at Harbor Freight. I think it was $12. It's a pretty good one. They have great deals on stuff. The safety instructions on the bottle are actually really good compared to the instructions they have. So be sure you read the bottles. About the well-ventilated space and yeah, first aid. Okay, don't eat. Don't drink. All right, so I am not going to use these gloves. I can't. I don't know. I feel like compelled. Like I need to use them because that's what comes in here, and that's what people are going to be trying to work with. I'll try maybe. All right. So what I always do is I take a Sharpie, and how many milliliters are in this cup? 180. So I'm going to pour 80 milliliters, and the instructions say that first pour you're going to pour equal amounts. Okay, so I'm going to do 40 and 40. So I'm going to mark a line on my cup right here. That's my 40 mark. I don't know if you can see that because I can barely see that. My 80 mark. That's my 80 mark. I'm going to go ahead and try to wear these. And I'm going to do a real simple domino pattern. There's so many fun things you can do, and you'll see all those on YouTube. I have a video that I did, dried flowers. Oh my gosh, those are so pretty. Oh, they're right here. These are so beautiful. Oh my goodness. With the dried flowers and some gold flakes in there. And then the back has got 3 colors. Yeah, these are just gorgeous. Oh, they're not beginner. They're not hard, but I think you just want to feel comfortable. Okay, so I'm going to take it. You do not shake this. One thing you're going to want to know, because I'm going to talk to you now like you are beginners, that this is something you want to learn how to do, and that this might be your first project. So a lot of people will know this, but not everybody. You didn't know it until you learned it, right? You don't know what you don't know. Oh, I almost shook it just because I started saying, don't shake it. I gotta move the camera back. See if okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to open this. Okay, you just pop up this little top. Oh my goodness. And I am going to pour this in slowly to this, and if you do it to the side, you won't get a lot of bubbles. You want to avoid bubbles as much as possible. Okay, so here we go. Almost. Slow down when you get like almost there. I think I'm almost there. All right. Now you're going to need some paper towels at your work surface, or baby wipes, or both. Okay, so I'm going to wipe that off. Pop that lid back in there. put the lid back on it so there aren't any spills. And now I'm going to take the second part B, and I'm going to go now to the second line. Okay, a little bit more. A bit more. Okay, that's the part B. Wipe it off. Put the lid on it so it's all ready to set away over here to the side. I'm going to set a timer on my phone, and I'm going to stir this for 4 minutes. Now here's what you don't hear often, but the one thing you want to do is you want to take your, we're going to mix these together now. So what you want to do is take your popsicle stick and slowly go in one direction. It doesn't matter which direction you decide to go in, but go in one direction. And you see how slow I'm going? I know you see it sped up sometimes and it looks like they're going really fast, but there's already some bubbles in here. So we want to be sure to take this stick, can't see my hand, the stick, and we're going to go along the side of the cup to loosen up the anything that's stuck to the cup. This stuff is very viscous, and we want to make sure that it gets mixed really, really well. Okay, so I'm just going round and round in one direction. Same direction, but moving it a little bit like in. I'm rubbing the stick directly on the bottom of the cup to loosen up that as well. So you can see right now that it's kind of murky looking, kind of milky. You'll see when this is done that it's going to be clear. So I just want you to see this. I'm just going slowly around. And when the timer goes off, if it's not clear, give yourself another minute. That's one thing, they didn't tell us what the work time is, but I know from using this type of resin in ideal working conditions, this is about 20-25 minute work time. Sometimes more, sometimes less. If it's hot, you get less time. If it's cold, you get more. Okay, so I'm going to put you on pause while I continue this part because I don't want to talk for 5. Okay, so hopefully you can see that this resin is almost mixed up perfectly. It's getting very clear, but not quite clear enough. Just wanted to get back here for you. So if you're following along, what you can do is pause. I'm going to try to pause between steps so that you could also pause and catch up, or just stop it when you need to. Also feel free to leave any questions in the comments. I will be glad to answer anything, like if you have any problems. Okay, so now I have this mixed up. So this might seem redundant, but I am going to pour this resin into this clean cup. The reason I'm doing it is if there's any residue on the bottom of this, and say we get down to the very end and we're scraping the cups, like trying to get the last of the resin out. You could be scraping, and you do that, you could be scraping in resin that didn't get mixed, and therefore if it's not mixed, it's not going to cure, and it's going to be sticky, and it's a mess. It's not fun to deal with. Okay, so what I'm going to do for this one, I'm going to keep this really pretty simple. I am going to put in, I need my rag. Resin is a messy business. Okay, yeah, I gotta take off this glove to do the powder and the color. Okay, so I'm gonna do just a little bit of white. I'm not that familiar with their with Let's Resin's mica powder, so I just want to do a little bit in here, see if it makes any difference. Okay, that did not make a lot of difference. Okay, that's fine. A little bit. I see, kind of give it a glimmer and a shine. I'm just going to take a little bit more. I pretty much want them to be translucent. Now I'm getting so many bubbles in there. I'll show you how to deal with bubbles. Yeah, that's just got like a fine little glimmer to it instead of just plain clear. And I opened this upside down, didn't I? Oh, welcome to... Put a little bit more in there. And I'm going to add some of the gold flake. I'm just going to add... You can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to... it's all mushed together in here, huh? Well, it's all clumped together. There's a whole bunch in here, actually. And it's just they have it all compacted. Wow. Oh, wow. Holy moly. Yeah, it's all clumped together. That's not great. And there's going to be some people that see the mess that I make and go, I can't do resin. Fortunately, the mess doesn't bother me. It cleans up. But yeah, this is a messy hobby. But oh man, is it fun! It is addictive. It is so addictive. Gloves. I need my gloves back on. Sorry. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. Wear your gloves when you're dealing with the resin. Now that I've got, now that I have the stuff in the resin, I'm gonna just mix it up. All right. Now there are 2 trays for this. I'm gonna, I got gold flakes in there. Okay. Make a space. Oh, these gloves are not fun. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I kind of want this broke up more. Okay. I am going to just fill up half of this little mold. Just half. And I mean the bottom half. I don't mean like... And I'm going to just use my stick here to kind of break up that gold foil. There you go. So I'm just eyeballing, because I really am doing the bottom, and I'm just using enough to cover the bottom right now. And I want to break up again. This foil is so clumpy. That's not great. But this is a good product, and these are going to be really cool. So just watch me for a couple, I'm going to speed this up, or you can speed this up, or you could be working on your own. Just get an idea of what I'm doing. I probably will speed this up. I think what I'm going to do is just put a little bit in every little cup to make sure I have enough. So I don't have to mix up more until this dries, because what we're going to do now is let this sit and cure. So this will be like an overnight cure for you. Okay. You're going to have patience. Yes, I'm glad I'm doing this because I don't think there's even enough to fill up both of them. Might have to mix up more. Well, if I do, I do. Yeah, probably going to have to mix up more. There's open corners, then when I go to pour in my top color, it's going to go down into the corner where it shouldn't be. Okay. So there's one way that you can get the bubbles out, and that's with one of these barbecue lighters, Walmart 99 cents. You just want to gently go over and just carefully. I gotta tell you, when I was a beginner, I touched the resin, it burned, it gave me the heebie-jeebies, and I hate doing this. Ooh, You also can take your isopropyl alcohol, which mine is 91%. You get it at Walmart, you get it at any pharmacy, and you can just give it a spray on the top. And this will help break the bubbles up. And you want to just run this it's a little micro brush. There's a link down below to get some on Amazon. You can get 500 for $5.99. These are amazing for resin. But you can't see, but there's little bubbles clinging to the side. What I'm doing is I'm running this around all the corners, especially the corners. You don't want to have any kind of bubbles in the corners because it'll just make it sharp and very obvious. So what you could do too is you can leave it alone now, but you can come back in like 10 minutes and any bubbles that have risen to the surface, like they're rising even right now, you can pop them. Okay. So yeah. So this is the beginning of this. This is actually, if you made it this far, hard work is over. That was it. Just learning to do the resin. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna let this cure, and you let yours cure if you're following along, and then you turn it back on at this point when your resin is dry to the touch. Give it 8 hours minimum. Okay? Overnight is preferred. Hi everybody. Okay. I've had my resin sitting on a warming plate, and so they're ready to go. It's been about an hour and a half, and I'm ready to do the second layer. And I'm gonna mix up 5 ounces of resin. Where's the milliliters? I want to know. I think I'm going to mix up 5 ounces of resin. We'll see. So even though this is marked really clearly, it's still hard to see when you're doing it sideways. So I'm going to go right here to the middle, put my good line there so I can see it, and then right here at the 5, because it's equal parts. I just shot my glove in there. Got my gloves on. Those other gloves are a little sticky, so I'm not going to use those. Alright, so I'm going to take part B. It doesn't matter really which part you put in first. I like to do B because it's a thinner consistency. And when it's thinner, it's easier to stir it up off the bottom, I think. And I'm going to find out if I even have enough to do 5 ounces. I'll know by how much is in this one. Maybe. Maybe. I might just be doing 4 ounces. Yeah, I think there's enough in the bottle. Usually what I do when I know I'm getting to this point, like, right at the last part, is I will put the lids on and I'll put the bottles upside down so I can get all the resin out. Come on. Get you goo. Come on. It's almost there. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and start pouring the other one. Let this sit upside down because there's should be the same amount in both of these because this one should go. I mean very close to the same amount. Because this one should go up. This is the A. This is the thicker one. Okay, I don't expect it to go all the way to the 5 because the other one was just a little bit short, but hopefully I'm going to let this one sit for a minute and see what happened with this one. Let me grab a popsicle stick. Okay. Well, I'm not going to throw this one out yet because I'm going to tell you something. If I can make one little heart out of what's left on these two, I won't throw it away. Or if I can make some little funny eyeballs for my little creatures that I make. I'm just not going to throw it away. Almost 5 ounces. So goodness. Oh, so I must have made, 3 ounces before. Wow, they just give you the exact amount because I'm pretty sure that these molds take 8 ounces. All right, so just remember, I don't know if you can see it better this time, how cloudy that, you can see how cloudy that is. We need to stir this until that cloudiness goes away. And we need to slowly stir, slow. It is about 10:30 at night. I have all my windows still open. I've got a fan behind me in the window. The window in front of me is open. The window in the kitchen is open. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 windows and they're all open. Yeah, this one you can really see right now. I think the way the light's shining through it, which is good because I want you guys to see. And again, I am talking to the people that are learning resin. This means it's not mixed. When it looks milky, creamy, it looks pretty, but it's not mixed and it will not cure the right way. So I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this one. I'm going to mix 3 colors. I'm going to mix the 3 primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, because I think you can get some really nice blending with resin with the 3 colors. Because you get the purple, the orange, the green, the red, the blue, the yellow. It all just mixes together. So anyway, I'm going to put you on pause while I finish. You won't even know. I'm going to finish mixing this up though. Okay, so I think you can see the difference now. There's just a little bit of streakiness left, but it's really pretty clear. I'm trying to see if you're seeing what I'm seeing. I do see a little streak in there, but this way you'll see me finish it off to where it's crystal clear. Yeah, just like that. Really pretty. Really, really crystal clear. Okay. So the stick is still stuck and it's still a little sticky in here. Not everything is set up that was on this work surface because I had the hot plate that I set these on. Okay, do I have this one upside down? It was so funny when I opened the other one upside down. Okay. This yellow. Okay, there we go. Now these colors I want to be dark because, is this one upside down? No. Because when you're playing dominoes, you don't want them to be see-through because you don't want people to know what you've got, right? So the top of these I'm going to make opaque. I put my gloves, well, I don't need my gloves on yet. Okay, so I'm going to put quite a bit of color in these little cups, and I am going to start out with my color. Slap it on my hand. And I'm just going to put 2 little scoops in each one. Boy, that's a very patriotic blue, isn't it? It's pretty. Reminds me of the beach. I almost did these in beach, but I thought it can be a little stressful when you go adding the white, because then it just, I don't know, beachy. But you could do that. You could make them beachy. You could put sand in them, shells in them, little tiny, tiny, tiny fish. All right. So what I'm going to do here, and this is important too, so I'm actually glad that I used a big container for this. When you do this, you would not want to leave this 5 ounces of resin in this cup for more than a few minutes. You don't want it to start curing on you. And the thicker the resin is, the faster it starts to cure. So this is what they call flash curing. You would start to feel this cup start to get very warm. You might even see it smoke. And boy, when you see resin smoke, that's a scary thing. But what it's doing is it's doing a flash cure. So you always need to, when you pour this much, put it off into smaller amounts. Do not leave this like more than like an inch thick. You'll be in for a big surprise and you'll have wasted all your resin. Okay, so I'm going to just start with a little bit of resin first in here, just to mix up the powder. A little bit in each cup. And I'm not going to take me that long to mix these up, but I do need to put the lids on these before I sneeze or laugh or whack it with my hand. It's kind of a yellow-green. I wish that was more of a yellow, more of a primary color. So what I'm going to do is just mix up It's easier to mix in this mica into a small amount of resin than it is to add it into a large amount and then try to get it to dissolve. So that's why I like doing it like this, because pretty much that mica should be mostly dissolved and mixed in pretty good. It's a pretty color. Ooh, boy, I like that blue. Ooh, I really like that blue. Oh, that's so pretty. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Holy moly. I like blue, but it's not my favorite color, but oh my mamacita, this is beautiful. Ooh, I'd like to have a Corvette that color. Or maybe not a Corvette. I don't need anything that's hard to get in and out of. But that sure is a pretty color. Anyway, now I'm going to do the red. Okay, so now I'm going to fill the rest of these little cups up. And fill up my red one. Oops, dripping, dripping, dripping. I don't want to drip because I don't even know if there's going to be enough. I'm pretty sure a domino set takes 8 ounces of resin, so they don't give you any to mess around with here. Wow, that color blue is just beautiful. Woohoo! Alright, there's my yellow. Alright, and I still have some left. Somebody's car horn is going off. Oh, this little glass is so difficult to mix in. Alright. Oops. So let's put that in there. This is what I love about resin, the colors. Oh, I'm watching them mix. The reaction of the color and the resin. Oh my goodness, I love it. That is like lemon meringue pie. Yummy, 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 yummy. It's my favorite pie. I make a killer lemon meringue pie, but I haven't made one in years because I don't share when I make one. I eat the whole thing. I can't even help it. I just eat the whole entire thing all by myself, so I don't make them. I don't want to share. It's so delicious. Alrighty, folks, here we go. I am going to wipe these off. My paper's already a mess. Okay, yeah, wipe that off, move it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm just going to add a little bit of color into all of these, just enough, just a little. So I want to make sure I have enough. Boy, that's pretty. Oh, that's like cherry pie. Oh, I got pie on the brain. Oh my goodness. I think I'm just going to do a few at a time here so that I can get the other colors in. Yeah, I think I'll just do 6 at a time. And then I think I'll do the blue. And I'm going to put that right next to the red. Oh, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, because I'm literally putting it right next to the red. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do this at the same time. I'm going to go in here now and put some yellow in here. some blue. Some blue. I'm not sure if I wanted it actually. Oops, I'm dripping. I didn't really think about the order that I was going to put these, but I don't think this is exactly what I wanted. Oops, it's dripping. Oops, it's dripping. Stop dripping in my colors. Oh, that's okay, because I'm going to run a thing through here anyway. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, okay. So how about we do some yellow? Some yellow. I'm not going to have enough. I got a hair hanging off my hand. Darn it. Driving me crazy, but I don't want to stop at the second. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough. Okay, so I have some blue. It's going to be one of my biggest complaints if there's not enough resin just because a few drops are, escaping, or because some of it gets left in the containers. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have enough to it's stuck. Because you need to fill these all the way to the top. Because otherwise you have to sand them, and that's a pain in the, Oops, yep, I'm dripping. I'm dripping. Kind of cool, because if you were paying, if you knew where to look, you'd see the bubbles disappear. But now my favorite method, I like this one because this is my embossing gun, and these are like $12, $13. They're not expensive, and I want to learn to emboss someday anyway. But I use it for this, and okay, cover your ears because I'm gonna turn this on for a minute. Okay, ready? Here we go. It has to warm up, and it will pop the bubbles. Okay. Whew, so pretty. Wow. Oh my goodness. What I see on the monitor, all I see is the red, the green, the red, the yellow, and the blue. But when I see it in person, I see the subtleness of the greens and some little bit of orange and a little bit of purple. It's very pretty. Okay, so I'll be back when it's time to demold. Okay. Oops, hold on. I gotta fix my camera because I had it on pause. What am I doing? All right. Hey, look at this. Everybody. Oh, performance issues? What do they mean, performance issues? You have performance issues. It's kind of personal. Hey, all right. Let me try to get the major glare off. I don't know how, but I'm going to try. All right, here we go. Look at this. Look what the resin does. It blends. It's so beautiful. All right, these are completely done. I'm going to start taking them out. And I'm very happy about these. Just going to pop them out 2 at a time. Roll them on out here. Oh my gosh. Wow. Seriously? I love the color. The colors on these? Oh, that's better. You can see the colors on these. But what I use and what I think is the easiest thing to do is I use one of these $1.49 bottles of enamel. My favorite tool to do these things. I got this at the Dollar Tree. It's got some resin stuck on it, which the good thing is, because it's metal, just peel it right off. Okay, so we have this, the end of a small paintbrush can work too. You can take and dip and it's hard for me to see this right now. And then you can just fill in the little circle. So see, this doesn't have to be really overwhelming. It can be actually really pretty easy. I need to put on my Sherlock Holmes glasses. Bum, 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 bum. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Oh yeah, because okay, and if you get anything over the edge, you can just wipe it like that. As a matter of fact, you can actually wipe it out if it's too much. So you kind of want to reload every time, but not overload it. Just have a little pile there. Yeah, okay. I don't even know how to play exactly. Basically I do. But I don't understand the people that go like, yeah, I'm a domino shark. It's just literally numbers. It's like playing fish. Fun, really fun. But I guess people do really, learn strategies. Kudos. I want to. But my dog, he's not the best partner in the world to play dominoes with. He always wins. But I let him win. Don't tell him that, though. It's more fun that way. My sweet little baby. He's still here. I know, for like the last couple weeks I've been saying, oh, he's on his way out. Well, whew. I don't even know how to explain what it's like, because one day He doesn't get up out of bed. He stays in bed all day, doesn't eat. He only drinks water. And the next day he's all like jumping around like he's 1 year old again and not 17. He still loses his balance, but he's not crying in pain. Not for the last 2 days. I'm not having to give him any medication for pain. So I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know. I just don't know. I was sure 2 weeks ago, no, three weeks ago. Well, anyway, the 4th of July weekend, I was 100% sure. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to take him to have him put down on a holiday weekend because he was in so much pain. Oh my God, poor baby. I thought, oh God, I'm going to have him put down on a holiday weekend I can barely afford. You know, benefit, vet bill. Whew. So I was freaking out. But also, I don't want to lose my little bugger. I just don't understand how he's like on the edge. I mean, he's like, every time I get up in the morning, I look. Is he breathing? I can't really tell. He's breathing really slow. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. He hasn't been out of bed. I'm looking over at him. Is he breathing? It's hard. It's hard. It's really hard because I love the little monkey so much. And I don't want him to suffer. So I don't know if it's bad of me, but I pray that he goes to sleep and without even knowing it, wakes up in the doggy heaven with all the doggies and all the past animals. He's had a bunch of cat brothers. He likes cats, and we've had, oh God, in 18 years we've had a lot of cats. And they're all like family to him. So hopefully they're waiting for him. And yep. Oh, anyway, I don't know. Just talking. Okay, guys. I'm back, and this is the final little clip here. This is the final product. I went through and I cleaned up the back of these. I used a wonderful tool, my favorite tool, which is playing hide go seek with me. Hide to go seek. Okay, where'd you go? Well, forget that I just said that, I guess, because my deburring tool. Where did it go? That's insane. I was just using it. Isn't that the way it goes? Yep, that's the way. That's the way it always goes. Well, anyway. Love them. I love these. I think they're beautiful. I love these. They remind me of sherbet. Everything reminds me of food. Watermelon and lemon sherbet and watermelon and margarita. Ooh. Okay. So, there's a piece of glitter that got embedded on there. How'd that happen? Alrighty. I hope you enjoyed this. I really would appreciate a thumbs up. Thumbs up, and I do need some more subscribers if you want me to stay here and keep doing this. I'm going to need some help. I have a lot of views. I have like over 11,000 views. I only have 300 subscribers and I need to get that number up. So I'm just going to ask you to please take a moment and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It's nobody's going to bother you. You're not going to go on some list. It's nothing. I'm not going to bother you, that's for sure. I will answer any questions that you have, and I hope that this was helpful to you. And I hope that you buy the kit and then use this video to be your guide on how to put these together and do anything you want. You could do solid black, solid white, you could do pink with black backing, you could do anything you want with this. So I hope that you enjoyed this. There are so many options. I stuck to what was available with the kit. That's why I didn't put glitter, no flowers, nothing like that. So everybody, be nice to each other, be loving and kind, and treat yourself with love. You deserve it. We all deserve it. Okay, so just everybody have a wonderful day, and just remember, everything is going to be okay. It always is. It always works out. Okie dokie. Peace out. I'll see you guys later, okay? Come back, y'all. You hear? Bye. Turn off. Turn off.